A very good morning to you. How are you doing? I hope that you're well, you're happy, you're blessed. I am so glad that you're here this beautiful Monday morning. And it's such a blessing just to know that God has given us another chance to be here to get to learn about what God is saying, because we're here for the Bible exposition, but also just a new page that has nothing else for us to write on it. I take every morning as a new opportunity that God has given unto us, just for us to decide how we want our days to look like, what you want to write through, how you want our days to be, like it's predetermined, but it's for us to make the choice, the power of decisions. Yeah. I see today morning that I feel like today I'm sounding like a motivational speaker. I have to know where this is coming from. My goodness. So karibu sana. It's so good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. It is the 24th of November, 2025. We're remaining with 6 days till the end of November. But God is so good. God is so good. And I hope that that's your testimony as well. We'd like to know how your weekend has been and your week last week, since we last met here for the Bible exposition that was on Monday. So we'd love to know what you're thanking God for, how your week has been, what are you trusting God for this remaining part of the year. What are you trusting God for? So for that, share with us and we'll be happy to hear from you. That is 0721-105-105 on WhatsApp, 23814 SMS code, which is absolutely free of charge. We're live on Facebook on MBCI TV Facebook page. We're live on YouTube on MBCI TV official YouTube page. So officially, karibu sana. This is MBCI TV, ambapo tunabadilisha maisha by the grace of God, and the show on air is the Bible exposition. And this time we are doing the Bible exposition in the book of 1 Chronicles, where we get to just see what God is telling us all through the book, this particular book. And there's so much that I've gotten to learn from this. Yeah, so much. I sit and think how much we'd learn from one particular book. It sounds like it's a chronological account, family lineage, who begot who. And I know I've said it so many times, but it's because I'm learning from this book personally. So I hope that you're learning as well. Yeah, the power of names, what leadership looks like. So I hope that you're learning as well. All right. So before we even get into the Bible exposition, I'd like for us to just reflect a little bit, because it's on Monday na jana ilikuwa Sunday. We just get to know what you learned from your church, what was your highlight, and who was your preacher. So you'll share with us. Ulienda wapi kanisa? All right. So we start with your name. Wewe ni nani? Unatuwatch kutoka wapi? Ulienda wapi kanisa jana? Who was your preacher and what was your highlight? All right. So your name, unatuwatch kutoka wapi, why you went to church yesterday, what was your highlight, and who was your preacher. So share with us through our WhatsApp number, that is 0721-105-105, 23814, our SMS code, which is absolutely free of charge, and our social media handles, which is MBCI TV on Facebook and MBCI TV official on YouTube. So for now, let's get into the Sunday Rewind. All right, now we are back, and what I want to share, I have just been saying, Yamani, please, God, I hope that you will receive it with the same heaviness that I did. So yesterday I fellowshipped at KG Bahati, and I fellowshipped first service and second service. So I'll share both, but I'll just share my highlight. So my highlight ya jana was this. So I'm a good student. Mpaka nikaenda kutafuta a note. And vile nowadays you only use soft money on M-Pesa. So yesterday, our first service, our preacher or our speaker, Anita Himedi, who is also our praise and worship leader. Probably he's watching. Thank you so much for that, someone. It was amazing. So he spoke about forgiveness. And I had been thinking about forgiveness for the whole of that week. I am sure I even mentioned it. Should be on Wednesday or Friday. And I mentioned about being intentional on not carrying offenses. And this is because I had listened to a sermon by Apostle Joshua Selman. And he was saying about the power, or how do I put it? Okay, but offenses in your heart, how that will pull you down. In your ministry, in your life, in everything. And he said, ask God to give you the strength and make an intentional decision that you won't carry offenses in your heart. In terms of, mtaki ku offend, take it up to you to decide that this one I am not doing. Or I will not be offended. So how you respond to a situation, whatever it is that you do, make sure that your heart doesn't carry offenses. And I even shared with some of my friends. And they said, do not be offended. Okay? And so yesterday's first service was really personal to me. When he spoke, kwanza alisema to forgiveness, I said, God, you're speaking to me again? Your servant is here. I will listen. Now, he gave, it was a long sermon. Well, not very long, but it was long. So I'll just give my highlight. So he had a note. Okay? So this note is 1,000 shillings. Ikiwa hivi. Value yake ni 1,000 shillings. And then he did this. So this is the note. So we do this to the notes. Ikiwa hivi, kwa sababu sasa, you know, like it doesn't look good anymore. Unaona ukipeananga pesa kwa matatu vile inakanga. It looks like that. But how much is this? It's still 1,000 shillings. Okay, amwezi ona. But nikiweka chini, mwasium nimeikanyaga. Like, it's now, nimeikanyaga vizuri. It still remains to be 1,000 shillings. If I get water, I wish I had water, but says imwagilia maji because we're going to use it. Nikimwagilia maji, and now it's wet. It still remains to be 1,000 shillings. It doesn't change. So at the end of the day, hii pesa takama ni chafu na inakaa vile inataka. Because it doesn't look the same na vile ilikuwa. But this note doesn't lose its value. It's still 1,000 shillings. Chenye ingebai ikiwa mpya ikitoka kwa bank, ndio bado itabai hata kama inakaa hivi. It's still 1,000 shillings. And as he was explaining this, he said, this doesn't lose its value. And I said, I also don't lose, is that good English? Pia mimi si lose value yangu. But he said, no. You see, mtu mwenye amekuoffend, he doesn't or she doesn't lose his or her value before God. Amekukosea, but bado ha lose value yake before God. Anaweza kuwa na weaknesses, but bado ha lose value yake before God. So utajam, you'll carry bitterness in your heart, and when that person goes before God, God will say, I will leave the 99 and come for you. That person that you hate so much. But he's like, this 1,000 shillings. You see that your enemy, that one, because you know him, eh? That one. He's like, these 1,000 shillings. Still very valuable before God. Ewa vile mina feelingi, ni kama I am so valuable before God. That person mwenye amenifanyia vibaya, he's still like these 1,000 shillings. So the bitterness that you're carrying in your heart doesn't affect him in any way, doesn't affect his relationship with God in any way, anaweza kuwa na weaknesses, but he's still very valuable before God. So it's for you to know that the bitterness you're carrying in your heart, inakuweigh down. It doesn't weigh him down. It doesn't affect him in any way. So do yourself justice and forgive that person. Do yourself justice and remove that weight from your heart and put it down. And keep going. Ile time yenye Hemedi alifanya hivi pesa, I thought to myself, yeah, I am very valuable before God. But what he meant is that other person is valuable before God. And I said, sio mimi tu. Pia huyo mtu mwenye amenikosea. They're very valuable before God. Yeah. Sometimes I think we think about ourselves a bit too much. Najana, that was a shocker to me. And that is why I'm praying that you're also getting this with the heaviness that I got it. Because I even wrote something. Let me just read what I wrote. I said, Kahugu, note to self, the value of the offender doesn't change before God. Save yourself the struggle and the weight by forgiving them. Forgive that person because it's your relationship with God that matters. He said, the heart of man is desperately wicked. And you have to really look at your heart. You know, Umwambie God, you see those unseen things in my heart, ziangalie so that me and you will be on the same page. So I pray that God will give you the strength to forgive that person who sinned against you. Because in the Lord's Prayer, and I shared should be last week, okay. The Lord's Prayer, it says that forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. But do we forgive those who trespass against us? Do we really forgive those who trespass against us? So I pray that God will give us the grace. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Kwa sababu kuna watu wengine watakufanya vitu mpaka unashangaa, really? Why would you do that to a human being? You know, some people would do things that are crazy. But as you've said, hata wakifanya hivyo, they're just people with weaknesses. They made this paper, it's a paper with creases, but the value before God, the value before customer, it's still the same, okay? It is still the same. So that really spoke to me yesterday. I hope that it speaks to you as well. And then, of course, for the second service, we had our guest preacher. We had a men's service. And we had our guest preacher, and he was Pastor Richard Washira. And he spoke to us about giving. He gave really good examples about how giving is a principle, not only for Christians, but for everyone. You give, you receive. You give, you receive. So kama when you lem talk shikilevi pesa, and things, not only money, giving your time, your love to people. Kama when you lem talk shikilevi, you will never receive. It's a principle in the Bible. Those who give, they receive. Pressed down, shaken together, running over. Yeah? So you're supposed to give so that you receive. All right? So that was it. Please share with me also what you learned from yesterday's service. Of course, I learned from the two services, but hapo hemedi, hapo ni kama Mungu alikuwa amekutuma. It really spoke to my heart. Yeah? So that was it. Please share with us as well where you, mahali ulienda jana, where you fellowshiped yesterday. What was your highlight and who was your preacher? Okay? So that is it on the Sunday Rewind. All right, we are back. Thank you so much for staying. Naona my forgiving power imeanza kukua tested by our director. We will see how that goes. But I pray that God will give us the grace to forgive. Okay? Yeah. Now we are back, and today we are talking about the book of First Chronicles, as I told you, and we started from chapter 1. We did up to chapter 4, and it was really amazing. And last week we said, let's just know what you've learned, the whole of the Bible exposition since we started. What was your highlight? What have you learned? And you had lots of feedback that were really amazing. So thank you so much for that. But today we'll be looking at just a recap kidogo for the people who weren't able to join us from chapter 1 to chapter 4 ambapo tulimalizia. So we'll be starting from there. And we are going through this book with Pastor Sagimo. And it has been such an enlightening time. We've talked about names. Najua tumemention sana. But it's very critical how you name your child, how you name your business, how you name anything that's around you. Okay? But for you to just know who Pastor Sagimo is, we have a guest profile that we've prepared for you, so we get that, and then we'll be getting into the discussion.
Pastor Michael Sagimo is the founder and senior pastor of Game Changers Church. He is a dynamic and visionary leader passionate about empowering believers to excel both spiritually and in the marketplace. Pastor Michael Sagimo is dedicated to teaching biblical principles that transform lives, businesses, and communities. Beyond the pulpit, Pastor Sagimo is an entrepreneur. He is the founder and CEO of Sagimo Biofuel Solutions. He endeavors to equip professionals and business leaders to integrate faith with excellence. Pastor Sagimo's teachings focus on productivity, financial stewardship, and personal development from a Christian perspective. Pastor Michael Sagimo serves with his beloved wife, Deborah Sagimo. This morning, Pastor Michael Sagimo joins us for a captivating talk. Welcome to the program. All right, we are back. Thank you so much for staying.
Pasi, karibu sana.
Asante.
It's so good to see you today.
Good to see you too. Good to see you too.
Amazing. How are you doing?
By the grace of God, I'm well. I had an amazing weekend.
Yeah.
I'm alive and healthy.
Amen.
I'm grateful.
Amen.
Yes.
That's a huge blessing.
Amen.
That's really a huge
Amen.
blessing. So karibu sana, we are happy to have you today.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for the privilege.
Asante.
Yeah.
How was service yesterday?
Amazing. We had 2 services. So the morning service, I taught about how life is generational. So whether you know it or not, whether you acknowledge it or not, there are things you've received automatically by virtue of who your mother or who your father is. And these things are diverse. Some of them you received them biologically.
Yeah.
So maybe you received height from your dad automatically. You received complexion from your mother automatically. And also I made my people understand in the same manner, there are things they will pass on to their children automatically. So you have to decide, what am I going to pass on?
Yeah.
And also you have to decide, what is it that stops with me right now? You look at your family tree and you realize there are traits, there are tendencies, there are characters that you're not comfortable with.
Yeah.
And you decide, this ends with me. You know, many things can be passed on.
Yeah.
For example, when you go to the doctors and you have something like BP, the first thing they'll ask you, is there someone in your family who has ever had this medical condition? So even medical condition can be passed on. You don't even have to be careless.
Yeah.
You just, by virtue of who your mother is, there are things that are already in your blood system.
Yeah.
So some of these things, you can decide that they end with me. For example, you can say that trauma ends with you.
Yeah.
You can decide that healing starts with you. You can decide that brokenness, division ends with you.
Yeah.
Be the unifying factor in your family. I was telling my people that mimi najua kuna familia mingi sana ambao they cannot sit on the table like this to plan anything constructive. Ile kinaweza leta pamoja ni matanga.
Yeah.
And that's very unfortunate. So
Na
you,
bado watapigana kwa
hiyo matanga
I've
bado,
seen
you know.
that.
So
It's sad.
you have to decide that for me, in my family, in my family tree, there are things that will end with me.
Powerful.
I read Genesis chapter 12, and God said something powerful. I will give you many descendants, and they will be great. So by virtue of Abraham being your grandfather,
Yeah.
already greatness has been ingrained in your path. You get me?
Yeah.
So I gave examples, and I'll still remind even our viewers today. Life is generational.
Yeah.
Let us not pass bad things, troublesome things to the next generation.
Yeah.
Decide that you will pass godliness. You will pass decency.
Yeah.
You will pass honesty. Let your children see that in you. You know, if we don't do that, we are affecting not one,
Yeah.
but a number of generations. And let me say this. If today, if the father is spiritual, if the father is a man of integrity,
Yeah.
today we have saved 3 generations automatically. Before my character would be diluted,
True.
I have passed it on to my son. So my son is growing up seeing that I will pray in the morning. We don't entertain cheating.
Yeah.
We don't entertain cruelty. He's growing up seeing that. I know at least 70% of what he has seen in me,
Yeah.
he will pass on to his son. So 3 generations are set
Yeah.
by someone standing and saying, I will choose a different path.
I love that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have to make the decisions ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I think maybe because we've also been handling the book of First Chronicles, I kept on referring to what we've been learning here. And ningependa pia kusema kwamba when you understand how generational life is, it will inform you that where mali umetoka, kuna vitu zinakufuata.
Yeah.
Biologically, financially, kama kwenu, you don't come from a saving culture. If you don't intentionally start it,
Yes.
you will continue. Life is for the living.
Yeah.
Tukule yote kesho. You know, those things will come into you. So where does that apply in our lives? For those of you who are not married, when you're going to get married, please understand that man is also coming, or that woman is coming from a generation, and there are things he's coming with from their generation.
Yeah.
And most of these things, some of these things will be passed on to your children if God gives you children. So go beyond tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah.
Go beyond that and understand kwamba maisha, life is generational.
Yeah.
Decide to pass the right things, and also be intentional on asking questions. Where are we coming from?
Yeah.
What did our people struggle with? And I also reminded my people, if you saw your grandmother, the marriage didn't work. Your mother, the marriage didn't work. Don't open your mouth and insult them, or mock them. Never do that. Ukiona baba yako aliangaishwa na pombe kweli kweli, that he had a good job, he had the opportunity to take you to school, give you a good footing and start up in life, but he didn't because of the pombe and all that. I know it's painful, but don't insult him.
Yeah.
That to you, as a child of God and someone who is wise enough, that to you is a prayer point and a decision you have to make.
Yeah. You know, I think that when I'm just thinking about my generation, you know, my parents, their parents, and I'm saying, there are things we really need to intentionally look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you see life that way, that there is something in our bloodline.
Yeah.
There is something in us that maybe my father could not fight it. Because some of these things you cannot fight them with education.
Yeah.
You can't fight it with money. You can't fight it with how will I call it? With a new territory, a new location. No, you need God to undo some things that are flowing in your line. So you being far from God is a disadvantage to you, and not only to you, to your generation.
Yeah.
Confirm. I was told a story by my friend. I have a good friend. It's called Johnny. He's a very good guy. When you meet him, you love his content. So he's a motivational speaker and a fitness enthusiast or trainer. So he told me something. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So he told me, there's a name I have to change. I said, what? No, he's called Wanjohi. So I didn't know what Wanjohi means.
Okay.
So he was like, Pasi, I'll change it, like something. So we discussed it at length, and we realized, you know, just as you're learning from First Chronicles, maybe even the kind of confessions that are made on us. And that is why I said, decide that trauma ends with you. Kama ulitwa ng'ombe, decide, mtoto wangu, I will never open my mouth to call my child such a name. Decide that it ends with you. So
what I'm thinking is, especially for even the people who are married, what I'm thinking is they have to have this discussion of what ends with us.
Thank you. You've captured it well. That is one of the most important decisions for you to have in your dating journey or whatever. You have to.
Yeah.
Like that. And you know, sometimes you can look and say, my dad or my mom, with the resources he or she had, angeshindwa kujenga, lakini hajajenga. Naweza kupenda kwake. Kama kuna kitu, let me tell all our viewers this. Kama kuna kitu ita shake your life, is when you decide to do things differently. For example, wewe labda kwenu hakuna mtu ashayenunua hata shamba. Wewe amua leo, ukiangalia mshahara yako ama faida yako ya biashara, unaweza nunua 50 by 100 leo. When you decide to buy that 50 by 100, hata umeweka down payment, the amount of battle you will see, you will realize life is very spiritual. Ulikuwa unaona tu, for the last 2 years, nimekuwa nikiwaste 10,000 ama 20,000 a month kwa sherehe. Hii pesa, wacha sasa ninunue shamba. Wakati wa sherehe ilikuwa inapatikana. You understand me? But when you decide to do something constructive with it that has never been done in your family, you will even wonder, ni nini hii? That is when you understand life is so spiritual. And many people will attest to it. Anakwambia, ni ile siku tu nili decide I'm going to buy land. I'm going to build a house that biashara, faida, wateja, market, it's like something just flipped.
May God really help us. But
Amen.
the good news is once you're able to break that, to break through that, it becomes very easy for you and for the people who ambao kwenye yako, your siblings,
the starting
your kids.
is the problem.
Yes, the starting is the problem. But once you're able to do that, you're good to go. Yeah, I think that is really now. I'm becoming more intentional to look at, my lineage and what has been a problem for them, and if I've been able to do that or not. I think that is something that we need to look at. Otherwise, that has been such a good way to start this show.
Thank you.
Today.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. Now we're doing the book of First Chronicles, and this last time we were here, we spoke about the introduction part. We did First Chronicles chapter 1 to chapter 4. Now, for the people who weren't able to join us last week, maybe give us a recap to tell us what you talked about, and then you can start.
So, thank you, Jesus. Now, First Chronicles. First of all, remember we said it is likely that the author, aliandika, ni Ezra. And I gave an example that if you look at the last 3 verses of Second Chronicles and the first 2 verses of Ezra, they are similar word to word. So most likely he's the one who wrote it. Jambo lingine ni kwamba this book, many of us will not read it. Kwa sababu it is names after names after names. It's just a long list of names. And you can get tired. But if you have a little bit of background of where these names are coming from, what they did, what their fathers did, what the fathers did, what the sons did after them, inakupatia an interest in learning more. So for chapter 1, we went to see Adam, Sheth, Enosh, like jina, no background, no context, nothing. Jina zimekuwa hapo, Then we went on to see that. Remember I told you there was a guy called Peleg, and by the name Peleg means division. Because they say when Peleg was born, it is when now the earth was dividing into continents and all that. Then we went on to see some of the sons that were written here were actually adopted sons. All right? Then we went to chapter 2, and I said the book of First Chronicles chapter 2, they focus more on the Davidic line. They focus more. So kama kila kitu ambayo inazungumziwa pale, it is pointing us to Jesus. All right? Then we went to 3. We still see many more names. The descendants of David, the descendants of Solomon, Chapter 4. Did you look at chapter 4? Chapter 4, something that stood out for us was Jabez. You remember? So tukasema kwamba there is this man, this brother called Jabez. And the mother says, I gave birth to him in pain. So it's like, basi hii pain ilikuwa mingi sana. Because maybe if she has had other children before, then maybe at this time around, I'll feel a lot of pain and it was like, hey, let me just call you pain. Like umenda maternity, alafu you call your child, ouch. Just to remind you of pain and pain and pain.
Maybe she just didn't have the knowledge of what that would look like for the kids.
And actually, unaona, when even Jabez is praying, he's specifically asking God, remove pain from my life. Remove pain from my life. So, and I think many of our African communities or African nations, let me not call them tribes, they are nations, like Luo Nation, Kikuyu Nation, Luya Nation. So we also tend to give our people names either based on the weather or the prevailing circumstance at that time. Most of the time. Yeah. So it's true, eh?
Yeah, it's true.
So kama hiyo rafiki yangu Wanjohi, itaki aliniambia Wanjohi is not really a good name.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm trying to think there's another name. Maybe you can share with us. I'm forgetting the name, but in Amanisha 50 shillings.
Oh really?
Yes. Like 50 shillings. Real? Yeah, it means 50 shillings. I'm forgetting there's a name. Please share with me. It's a Kikuyu name. It's a really good name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in Amanisha 50 shillings. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So this person was saying, anajaribu kutafuta pesa jamani, and he's a hard worker. But so anashuku ni kwa sababu ya jina.
Kama kuna cap ya 50. Yes.
Ni kama sasa.
Oh, by the way,
shuku ni kwa sababu ya jina.
By the way, because we are live, we're talking about names. Kama unaelewa Kiluya, please tell me the meaning of Makoha.
Okay.
Or Makoha. It has also a meaning. Just tell me. Let us know.
Yeah.
I know our good presenter will read for us.
We'll make sure we get it.
Now you are 50-50 PR.
Yes.
Okay.
That name also I don't get it. But we know that Wanjohi, what it means. But again, I think there's really, as you say, there's power in names.
Yeah.
But I was looking at history at Jabez.
Yeah.
Hakaachwa kuitwa Jabez. Watu waliendelea kumuita Jabez. But the meaning of the name changed. Yeah? Because he prayed and said, I don't want pain in my life. So God akukuja si kama Jacob, akuja kaambia now you'll be called Israel from today. Bado watu waliendelea kumuita Jabez, but he had a conversation with God. Na akajua, this is a breakthrough. This is no longer what Jabez means from today. Yeah. So maybe you won't change your name entirely and go tell people, maybe then nimeacha kuitwa Wanjohi, sasa naitwa, say, Maura or something. No, but have a conversation with God. If you feel like there's a cub, have a conversation with God.
You see, I love what you've just said. Tuseme hivi. In Swahili, ulifanya Kiswahili shule?
Yeah.
Unajua kuna vitu inaitwa visawe. Do you remember?
Yes.
What is visawe?
Names. Ambazo zinamaanisha the same thing.
Okay.
No. My dad was a Kiswahili teacher. Okay. So siwezi mwaibisha wanea. Kisawe, the names that mean the same thing, yeah?
Yes, one word with different meanings.
Different meanings.
So maybe you can do that for your name. Sasa, what Jabez did, 1 Chronicles chapter 4 verse 10, ni kwamba tangu utotoni alipokuwa anatajwa Jabez, it was going back to pain and pain and pain and pain and pain.
Yeah.
So then Jabez akaenda kwa Mungu kwa maombi and decided, Father, after this prayer, from today, when they mention Jabez, what will click on my mind is no longer pain.
Yeah.
You get me? So you can do the same.
Yeah.
With your name. Maybe for example, for you it's a surname. So you may not really change your surname. But through prayer, just like Jabez, you can get to a point where now this one, you have engaged with God such that the meaning changes.
Yeah.
You are no longer identified or you are no longer tagged to these
with
negative things that are being said.
Yeah. Okay. Now the story of Jabez really stood out for me. I also wanted to ask. I met someone with the name Aleph. I hadn't ever had someone. Yeah?
Okay.
What does that name mean in the Bible?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
You saw it here?
Yes. It should be chapter 3 or 2.
Okay.
Let me just see.
The book has a whole lot of names.
It has a lot of names. Na jina zingine. Aleph. Okay. Tutaiangalia.
Sawa. But I'd be interested also to know about it.
To know what that means, yeah.
To know about it.
Yeah, mama yake alikuwa Bible scholar. Ndo apate hiyo jina kwa Biblia, my goodness.
Kuna watu ambao they are very, very intentional with names actually. So, and some of them really think through names. Lakini majority, sana of the, I think those who are giving birth right now are more of millennials and Gen Z.
Yeah.
It's like, ni jina gani na trend, Jaden. So there was a season, there were so many Jadens. Another season, kulikuwa na nini, these soap operas.
Yeah.
Alejandro was everywhere. You understand?
Yeah.
So when you become intentional and you name your child, probe, ask, what does this really mean? Where is it coming from?
Yeah.
And what is the, you may not even know the correct meaning of the name, but where did it start?
Yeah.
Where is it coming from? What was the origin of it?
Yeah.
It can guide you in naming your children and your descendants.
Very important.
Thank you.
Very important. Now, so we got to chapter 4, which you've talked about. So if you had any highlight that you'd like to share with us, if there's something that you did learn from, chapter 1 to chapter 4, or you have a question, please feel free to ask, and we'll be happy to share with you or to reply and answer you. Also, this is just a cue for you to know what your name means and to look at the happenings of your life. If there's anything that's connected or could be connected to your name, it's time to now work on it. As Pasi, you said, is that we pass things down to our kids. So you never know, if you don't work on it, then it will pass down to your kids, which would be very sad because the innocent people who probably don't even understand what's happening. So they'll have to really engage with the Holy Spirit so that they'll know what's happening. Yet you can just break it. Okay? Now, we now start from chapter 5. I know we're almost going for a break.
Oh,
but
really?
let's go. Yes. Let's go through chapter 5.
Goes. Chapter 5. As we start chapter 5, I remember one of the things you read, Nikwamba, Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. And we said, regardless of where you are born, regardless of what is going on around you, there are things if you decide to do in your life, you will always stand out.
True.
So make that decision that you will do things that will make you stand out and break negative patterns and start breaking new records. All right. So we go to chapter 5. And wow, so this chapter, something amazing is happening. There is a man called Reuben. Reuben was the firstborn.
Okay.
And if you look at the previous chapters, anytime they were mentioning the names of children, they were normally starting with the firstborn. Kind of, it was more of a pattern. But they kept on skipping Reuben. Reuben lost his place because he defiled the bed of his father. Unaona, don't assume life is so automatic. Everything we do has consequences. Every single thing. And there are some things that will cost you and your generation. Because of this, Reuben, he is the firstborn. There are birthrights of firstborns, privileges. But because of his act, he went and had these affairs on his father's bed. There are things, don't overlook them. Take it serious because, Babu, the repercussions are so much. And as you're listening to us this morning, I don't want us to concentrate more of the names. You'll forget these names. But I want to remember, when someone is mentioned, what did they do? And did it bring a blessing to them and to their generation? You understand? So maybe you could read 5:1.
5:1. It says that the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of
So you read
Israel.
1 and 2.
Okay. So the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Afanasema, he was the firstborn, but when he defiled his father's marriage bed, his rights as firstborn were given to the sons of Joseph, the son of Israel.
There are things that are rightfully ours, but you can misbehave so much that they are taken from you and given to the other. And even if you may want to repent, transfer your father. Remember, there's a clear boundary. The word of your father carries weight. Baba yako sio comrade. Mama yako sio comrade. You can be buddies, you can be friends, you can be chatting with your mom every day. But the blessing of your father carries so much weight. Number 2, ukisoma hii maandiko, chapter 5 verse 1, the father does not have to curse you to complicate your life. Ukimletea hiyo huzuni, it triggers a series of events that goes against you. It is the same way, and when I'm talking about parents, your father or your mother, in the same manner, kuna kitu kifanyia mzazi wako, hata kama atakwambia asante. You understand? Hata kama anapia ni kama haja appreciate, but the fact that ulimfanyia, umefunika aibu yake, unalipianga mama yako token. Wewe badala ya kupelekea pesa zako sherehe kila wakati, remember your father, remember your mother. Mbona umeenda, I don't know the clubs in Nakuru sana, umeenda umespend 10,000, baba yako ana blanketi. It doesn't make sense. Na wacha kusema kwamba hata no matter what I do to my father, he doesn't appreciate, you keep doing it. Because kwa hii maandiko, yule ambaye alifanya hiyo transfer si baba yake, it is God. As you keep on covering your mother's shame, your father's shame, God is not blind. God is not deaf. God knows how to reward you, and he will come through for you and reward you, and will give you something beyond what you're doing. Cover your father's shame.
Oh, that's powerful. That's powerful, because especially in this generation, we hear people saying, my parents, they don't appreciate the Bible exposition, and you're doing the book of First Chronicles. It's really packed book, and there's so much you learn from that. So we're taking a short break just after speaking about honoring your parents. I know that's a very heavy topic that we'll talk about by itself, but think through it, and if there's an issue there, just ask God to help you and help your heart and give you the strength, especially if you're dealing with a toxic family. Because sometimes it's sad that it's true, that it's there, okay? So may God really help us. So we take a very short break, and then we'll be coming right back. Usiende mbali.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
The Destined for Greatness Camp is here, organized by Kingdom Seekers Fellowship Nakuru for all pupils in grade 4 to grade 8.
Yes, this year's theme is created for a purpose from Psalm 57 verse 2, which says, I cry out to God Most High, to God who fulfills his purpose for me.
That's a powerful theme. So what's waiting for the campus this year?
So much. We'll have Bible teaching sessions, devotions, Bible trivia challenges, music and dance, outdoor games, workshops, and even a talent showcase. It's going to be fun, spiritual, and full of purpose.
That sounds amazing. When and where is it happening?
From Monday 24th to Friday 28th November 2025 at Jomo Kenyatta Girls High School, the perfect place to grow, learn, and enjoy with friends.
Nice. And what should every camper carry?
We'll need decent clothing, personal items, beddings, a blanket and bed sheets, games attire, a Bible, pen, hardcover notebook, crayons, and a plate, spoon, and cup.
Registration is only 1,200 shillings, payable through M-Pesa number 0729 264 709. That is 0729 264 709. And the camp will be hosted by our dad, Apostle John Kimani William, and our mom, Reverend Naomi Kimani, passionate leaders raising children in God's purpose.
I can't wait. A whole week of fun, learning, and discovering why I was created for a purpose.
Don't let your child miss out. The Destined for Greatness Camp 2025, where children discover purpose and rise to greatness.
You are created for a purpose. see you at the camp.
Transform your sanctuary with high-quality church chairs designed to bring comfort, beauty, durability, dignity, and elegance to the house of worship.
Eshkol Furniture Solutions presents a church chair with a strong frame, crafted from pure virgin metal for exceptional strength and durability, and coated using high-pressure, high-temperature painting technology to resist scratches,
giving the chair a shiny, long-lasting look. This elegant and comfortable chair design comes cushioned with high-density foam, guaranteeing the comfort of every believer during church programs. Available in a wide range of colors to complement your church theme, with the option of embroidered logo for a distinguished touch of identity and elegant look. Replaceable seat covers are also available on order. The chair is built with practical functionality in mind, as it comes with an option for under-seat rack, perfect for holding Bibles, hymn books, or personal items. Its studded size saves space and allows for easy stacking, with protective plastic pads to prevent clutching. It's simple to arrange and offers flexibility for any church setup. Upgrade your sanctuary today with these premium church chairs. Prioritize the comfort of believers, beautify the sanctuary, and restore dignity of the house of the Lord.
Order today on 0757 444 333 or email us at eshkolfurniture@gmail.com. Eshkol Furniture Solutions. Passion for excellence.
Hello teens, this December something extraordinary is coming your way.
Lift your voice and say, fill me up.
The Kingdom Seekers Fellowship Nakuru invites you to the December Teens Revival Camp 2025, a week where heaven meets the heart of young people, a time to grow, connect, and experience the reign of righteousness for generational impact. It is happening from 8th to 13th December 2025 at Jomo Kenyatta Girls High School. Get ready for powerful moments of worship, life-changing teachings, and unshakable faith encounters with God. Ministering will be Apostle John Kimani William, Reverend Naomi Kimani, Prophetess Winnie Andrew, Pastor Robert Kavoya, and Pastor Julia Karanja. Pack your essentials: Bible, notebook, bedding, plate, spoon, cup, and personal effects. Registration is only 1,200 shillings and it is worth every moment. For more details, call 0793 264 024. This December, let the heavens open, let the righteousness pour down, and let revival begin with you. December Teens Revival Camp 2025. Reign of righteousness for generational impact.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
All right, we are back. This is MBCI TV ambapo tunabadilisha maisha by the grace of God, and we are excited to be here to be speaking about the book of 1 Chronicles. We are at chapter 5 and we are in studio, or at studio, with Pastor Sagivo. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Once again.
Asante.
It's so good to have you here. For the people who are just joining us now, please say hi to them, tell them why you minister, and then you can continue.
All right, good morning. Good morning to everyone. This is Pastor Michael Reinhard Sagimo. I'm the senior pastor of the Game Changers Church. We are in Nakuru, along Kano Street, just next to the Scarlet Building. And we meet there every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and God is blessing us. Also, I want to encourage everybody in Nakuru to come. We are also active on social media and across all platforms. You will get me at Pastor Sagimo. Yes.
All right. You haven't today mentioned about your business?
Oh, my business. I'm also a businessman.
Yes.
I do install biodigesters. So never ever have a problem with human waste. So a biodigester actually kills bad smell from going back to the house or in the compound. We take very small space compared to the traditional septic tank, and very affordable. A properly done septic will range from between 400 to 450,000. but our system will cost you 80,000. Yes.
Yeah, that's very affordable.
Yes.
It is.
Human waste should never be a headache to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Now we are talking about Reuben, the book of 1 Chronicles.
That's
5.
right. That's right. So, because it's more of names and names and names, but
Yeah.
you just mentioned that honor your father. There are things when you do to your father or your mother, they will not respond, but God responds to them. Do you know why he does that? Ushaishi outside Kenya?
Kuishi no.
Ukienda kama Sweden.
Yeah.
Do you know automatically you feel you want to meet a Kenyan? And then if you are in Sweden or Norway or wherever, if a Kenyan is attacked, you will feel where I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Like one of our neighboring countries, tumesikia Kenyans are being attacked. So you feel like, hey, if they are attacking Kenyans and I'm a Kenyan, I'm the next in line.
Yeah.
Now this is what happens when you attack your father, biological father, spiritual father. When you attack your father, fathers call for themselves for a meeting, and they attack their enemy. So because God is also a father, he will defend fathers every day, all day. You get it?
Oh wow. Okay.
So una WhatsApp group your fathers. So
yeah, they fight against their enemy.
yes.
Yeah.
Now, so just to finish up this chapter 5, hebu angalia kitu verse 24.
First
Chapter 5,
Chronicles
verse
5:24. It says that these were the heads of their families.
Unasikia hapo? These were the heads of their families.
Yeah. Iphar, Ishi, Eliel, Azriel. I think this is a very beautiful name.
Israel.
Yes.
Okay.
Jeremiah, Hodavia, Jadiel. They were brave warriors.
The L names, they have a God factor in it.
Yes, El.
L.
Yes.
Like Emmanuel.
Yes.
God with us.
Yeah.
So we'll keep on seeing them. So continue.
Jadiel. Jadiel. They were brave warriors.
Okay, so the introduction was these were the heads of their families.
Yeah.
Sindio? Alafu hapa tunaambiwa they were brave warriors.
Brave warriors, famous men, and heads of their families.
Twice. Nataka nikumbushe watu wetu sana sana. Issue ilitoka wakati wa Gen Z protest. We are leaderless, we are tribeless, we are nini. Please, in the order and the wisdom of God, hakuna kitu leaderless. It will never work, it will never stand. It may sound harsh, but that's the reality. The Bible is our wisdom bank. Easy familiar, they had heads. And I'm also encouraging families that are listening to me this morning. Don't kill the structure. Kwamba hii familia mimi sikutambui nini unaniambia nini? No. The family head may not be the richest. But so long as you identify this is the family head, it brings order and structure in family. Na hapa imekuwa mentioned twice. Kwamba these were the heads. But don't even call the names. Just read the first line and the last two lines.
These were the heads of their families. And then the last line, they were brave warriors, they were famous men, and heads of their families.
Now, when you are a head or a leader of something, don't allow it to go into your head. Now, they became famous, they became mighty, and still again, they were still leaders. But in fact, it says, and they went against God of their fathers. Tomorrow, family tree. There is something that was working in the family. Don't go against it. Wewe labda unanisikia hapa. Nisikize kwa makini. Familia yenu haina ulevi, haina pombe. Mbona wewe unataka kuintroduce kitu kwenu? Don't be the one introducing bad things in your family. Kwenye kuna wizi. Wewe una introduce kwa nini? When you people honor their wives, why are you cruel to your wife? When they went against God and other gods of the land, whom God destroyed before them, and the God of Israel stirred up the spirit of, like now, God saw this thing and he stirred up people to come and neutralize them. I'll finish chapter 5 by saying, God is not blind.
He sees.
God is not deaf.
Yeah.
Okay, 20 chapter 6.
Okay. That's on chapter 5. I hope that you're all learning from it. You know, sometimes I think we have very hard truths that we have to just, accept. I know that this is it, and this is how we come about.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
May God help us.
Amen.
Chapter 6, we talk about Levi, or Levi, or Levi.
Group of schools.
Potato. Yeah. So the sons of Levi, or Levi, were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of...
Hizo jina ni mingi.
Yes.
Now,
a family tree.
Go to 10.
So 10 says that Johanan, the father of Azariah, I think Azariah means the light of God.
I knew that would strike a chord in you.
Yes.
So Azariah was the one who was...
Of God is his eyes. Azariah, please help me check out the meaning of Azariah.
He was a priest, and he was working as a priest in the temple, in Solomon's temple, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So,
jina bado ni mingi, Azariah, Maria, nini. Go to verse 31.
31. So 31 says that these are the men David put in charge of the music in the house of the Lord after the ark came to rest there. They ministered with music before the tabernacle, the tent of meeting, until Solomon built the temple of the Lord in Jerusalem. They performed their duties according to the regulations laid down for them.
So two things. Order again.
Yeah.
These are the men whom David set. You can have, very good. You can have a group of worshippers. Unless there is order, they will never be identified as worshippers. So one of the blessings you have in Nakuru is this lady called Faith Ndohio.
True.
You see, people can be scattered all over the city. And then you are doing your thing here, you're doing your thing here, you're doing your thing here. And then she comes and says, guys, you know something? Let's come together. And I want to just urge, Faith is a good friend of mine, and I want to urge all the people around him and all the people he's trying to bring closer. If you identify that the grace of God is upon Faith, rally around her. The glory will come when people have been set over at service. When that order and that structure is there, you will see a dimension of glory. You understand? And it will not be because faith is powerful. No, it will be because there is structure and there is order. You will see what will happen in the 30th. It will not be a one-man show. It will be what structure is honoring God, and God will honor that structure.
Amen. But then on the 30th, for the people wondering what's happening on the 30th, we're having the worship aura, or worship aura.
Group of schools.
Worship aura by Faith Ndohio from 12 at Nyayo Gardens, Nakuru. And that is this Sunday.
Yes, right.
So it will be a time of worship, a time of praise, of dancing, and just rejoicing with the presence of God. And Sharon Shavoka will be there, so don't miss out, okay? Good.
Now, and ministered before the dwelling place of the tabernacle of congregation with singing until Solomon had built the house of the Lord in Jerusalem. Now, just a quick one, just a quick lesson. Start serving where you are. Things were not all together. Maybe hakukuwa na lights, hakukuwa na carpet. Lakini, when your heart is aligned, when your heart is aligned, God will move. So let's start it. And then now from there is a lot of names. You can see that. It's a lot of names. And I just request you go to 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So 7 verse 1.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Now we're talking about
maybe just something to mention about chapter 6. First Chronicles chapter 6. If you look at chapter 6 yote, so now there's so many names. And then verse 31 says that, and these are they who David set service and all that. Worship was at the heart of their identity. That is what set them apart. You understand? So maybe ask yourself, what what do I want to be known for? What do I want to be known as? As a worshipper?
Yeah.
Then let it be a clear identity. Yes.
Yeah. And now because you've even mentioned about names, maybe I'll just tag along something that I learned from Genesis 5 while we were doing the Bible exposition for Genesis. And it should be chapter 5. Let me just check so that I'm not wrong.
Genesis 5.
Genesis 5 should be the book that has a lot of genealogy. But maybe at first I wasn't good. You're talking about Adam to Noah. Adam to Noah is a lot. So it's genealogy. One name to another, one name to another. And we're seeing that in First Chronicles. But while we were doing this book, we asked, why is it that from Adam to Noah, hakuna mtu mwingine mwenye tumongelea in details hapo. Mpaka hapo ndo tunajua about Methuselah who lived the longest. But we know nothing else about him. We only know that aliishi alafu akakufa very many years. And then I asked, why is it that we have very many people that lived even the longest, but we don't talk about them? And Pasi mentioned something and said, ukiangalia showstopper ni Noah, and it's because he lived out his purpose in terms of he saved a generation. Like alisikiza God na akasave a generation. That is why we don't bypass him like everyone else here. And he said, what's the difference between Methuselah and Noah? That is what will differentiate you from everyone else, making sure that you're touching someone else's life. Just like Noah touched the lives of people, and God said, you will not go unnoticed. You'll have a whole book that, only bypasses people, and then you'll be the showstopper. So even as we go through First Chronicles, maybe I just want to go back there kidogo, because you're having a lot of names. Kwa sababu sasa nimeangalia the whole of chapter 6. Hao watu wote walikuwa wanafanya nini? Unajua? Why is it that we're not talking about them in detail?
There's nothing more to say about them.
Yeah. So that has just reminded me of that. So may God help us.
It's not about the length of time, but the impact.
Because it's not the length of time, it's the impact.
Methuselah was here for 900 plus.
Imagine.
Jesus was here for 30. But the impact is still with us.
Sad story, that's it. And then we go to 7. There's so 2 Sundays, should be 2 Sundays ago. Not Sijana, the other Sunday. We were launching a foundation called Gian's Foundation. Yes, Gian is the late son to DJ Tuesday. So he passed on akiwa mdogo 2 years, if I'm not wrong, 2 years. And it was very sad, very, very sad. But while Pastor Bishop Ben was preaching, he said, we now have Gian's Foundation. Maybe that was his purpose. As hard as that could be for us, God anakuanga na plan yake. So as you say, it's not about time, the length of time. It's you accomplishing your purpose. So now nations will know about Gian's Foundation. So nations will know about Gian.
And generations.
Because it's an amazing foundation that's going to save almost 1 million, more than 1 million other kids. Some nations will know about Gian, who lived 2 years? So Bishop was saying that, he lived his purpose, and that is what is important. So you said it's not about the length, it's about impact, and I'm thinking about my life. I'm saying, God, please help me.
Vijana wanasemaga vitu, it looks like a joke, but there's so much weight in it. Nisikia juzi mtu akiambia mwenzake, uko na akili fupi kama obituary ya mwizi. You see how deep that thing is?
Yeah.
So you can only terrorize watu for 30 years. But it's not anything to write home about. Alizaliwa, akabeta, akakufa.
Sad.
You understand?
Yeah.
So there are so many names in this book, and maybe just think about yourself. That what is it
that
people remember you for? So maybe you can do 1 and 2.
Okay. So it says that the sons of Issachar were Tola, Puah, Jashub, Shimron, 4 in all. Okay. And then we read about the sons of Tola were Uzi, Zephiah, Jeriel, Jamai, Ibsam, and Samuel, heads of their families. During the reign of David, the descendants of Tola listed as...
You hear that thing again?
Yeah, heads of their families.
Order.
Yes.
Structure.
Yeah.
Na, itakuwaje, Rachel? Families had heads.
Yeah.
Itakuwaje saizi? You, the empowered girls, you don't want a head in the family.
Yeah.
We are
That's a lie from the devil.
It's a lie from the devil.
Lie from the devil. Yeah.
Every unit must have a head. And in the wisdom of God, regardless of your income, your education, the head of the marriage is the husband. You can argue with it,
but it's the truth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So just finish up that.
Okay. So that is verse 2, part B. It says that during the reign of David, the descendants...
Start with the heads of families. I want to start.
Okay. So the name, so the sons of Tola, Uzi, Zephiah, Jeriel, Jamai, Ibsam, and Samuel, the heads of their families.
Yes.
During the reign of David, the descendants of Tola listed as fighting men in their genealogy numbered 22,600.
Yeah. Another thing that you can also change in your generation. Look at the tags people are giving your family. And if you don't like it, decide to change it.
Yeah.
Decide to change it by getting close to God, acquiring new information, and working extra hard.
Yeah.
Unaona hawa, they were called men of war. Labda wewe kwenye mnijangwa omba. Ile familia ya kuomba.
Yeah.
Ile familia ya madeni. Decide to change it.
Yeah.
It's up to you. And you can actually do it.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah. May God help us.
Okay. So we have another list of very many names.
Yeah.
So let's go to verse 40.
Verse 40.
Yeah.
So verse 40 says that all these were the descendants of Asher, heads of families.
Structure. Okay.
Choice men, brave warriors, and outstanding leaders. The number of men ready for battle, as listed in the genealogy, were 26,000.
Now, in this chapter, there is something that comes out. That faithfulness to God and worship is what preserves a people.
Okay.
All right? So, I said before that the first nation is the family. So me, my wife and my children, and the people around me, that's a nation.
Yeah.
So what will preserve us is not my money.
Yeah.
It's not only my education. It's not only the promotion at work. What preserves people is faithfulness to God and their sincere worship to the King of Glory. That will preserve you more than any other thing. And you have to be intentional about it.
Yeah.
Very, very intentional.
There are not ways about it.
Yeah. You know, and remember, maybe I said this here, maybe no. I don't know.
Okay.
I think maybe I said it here in our last episode. I said, when I talk about faithfulness to God and worship being the preservative that we need, I'm talking about going beyond nice vocals. Teach your children to worship God. Teach them to honor God.
Yeah.
Usifike mahali unaweza kachini mpaka na mtoto wako. Some of them are even minors, under 18, under 16.
Yeah.
And before your own children, you can insult men of God, undress them, disgrace them.
Yeah.
You're not helping them. Even if what you're saying is true, you're not helping them.
Yeah.
Teach them to honor God.
Yeah.
Because the Bible says, for every high priest is taken from among men. Ni hawa watu wako na hizo weaknesses zao.
Yeah.
But you cannot be worse than God. Kwamba si Mungu alijua weakness ya mtu na Mungu akamuita.
Yeah.
God is working on them.
Yeah.
There are projects in God's workshop.
And maybe that's it. You know, we talk about this verse that says that like don't raise a finger against an appointed man of God. What's usually that verse? How is it said?
Touch not my anointed.
Touch not my anointed one.
Yeah.
We really joke around that. But I've had people joking around it. The touch not. But he actually means it. It's not a suggestion. He says touch not.
Yeah.
Is it the story of Abraham? The people spoke about him, Akina Miriam.
Yes, sir.
And it was true, but still got punished.
It's not in your domain to do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
And you see, say your social media. I know one of my friends is about to trend. Maybe this week or and it's gonna trend for all the wrong reasons. I know, maybe from today or tomorrow. Listen.
You know, that's very funny. How
really?
It's not supposed to be very funny, but it's how you'd say that, unajua, you know, we are living in a very funny world, that everyone wants to shout everything wrong about people, but hatujioni that you're probably worse than them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw the blogger who is pushing that narrative, and because I know the truth is many women are emotional. They won't probe the matter. They won't check. They'll just come and throw bile and insults. But you know something about life? Those with the least information have the most comments.
True.
And have the most words to say.
Yeah.
When it comes even to servants of God, it comes to leaders, it comes to your husband, your wife, or whoever is in authority.
Yeah.
Let's be mindful of what we say.
Yeah.
Magnifying their weaknesses to their minors and dependents are not really help us. Like I'm poisoning your children against their father. To them, that is their father.
Yeah.
You are the wife. To you, that is your lover. It's okay. You can get another one. But to them, this is dad, and it is sealed.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
Let's be a bit mindful of what we say.
Yeah.
So, worship is a preservative. Faithfulness to God is a preservative. Let's get those lessons from chapter 7.
Okay. Chapter 8.
Chapter 8.
Genealogy again.
Yeah.
So
we can do 1 and 2.
Okay. And so Benjamin was the father of Bela, his firstborn, Ashbel, the second son, Ahara, the third, Noha, the fourth, and Rapha, the fifth.
She said Jehovah Rapha. Okay. Me click mahali.
My healer, yes. What would you call your son or daughter healer?
Maybe, just maybe. Prior to his birth, something had broken the mother so much.
Okay.
So when he came as a comfort, or just to heal them.
Is it rainbow babies after you've lost a baby and then God gives you another baby? So that's like a healing balm,
yes.
you know?
Yes.
Okay.
So now go to 28.
28. So 28 says that all these were heads of families, chiefs as listed in their genealogy, and they lived in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
29.
So, I want us to, because it's a long list.
Genealogy, it's one sons of Micah.
And maybe then just to flex.
Yeah.
This is just for me, you know,
Okay.
at least for me to feel good. Read 15 and 16.
Oh,
at
wow.
least, you know, sometimes it's just good to feel good.
Okay. So 15. Zebadiah, Arad, Eda. 16. Michael.
At least you know I'm in the Bible. At
Michael.
least.
Okay.
You know, the only time people hear Michael is the archangel.
Yes, Archangel Michael.
Yeah, so
yes.
at least Tuko.
Yeah. Okay. So Michael. Na Michael hapa, but if I'm being honest, I only know, yes, of Michael the Archangel. Yes.
Remember I said like in the previous chapter, as in chapter 6, you'll see more of the El names, or the God in it, because El is God. So these people had that consciousness to always put God on the altar, close to their names, somehow too, you know. So it's, though some of them were given names based on what was happening at that time, but also there were these who were given names that are close to God. Joel, Elijah, Michael, because Michael is basically Michael, you know, all that. And so what I took from chapter 8, in as much as it's all names and all names, it was that thing when I keep on seeing these are the heads of the families. So I keep on reminding myself, these are the heads of the families. What can we do to preserve and to dignify the family unit? What should we do? One of the main things we should do is this: let us accept the leadership and headship as God has put it. I know we are working on equality rights, and I'm not talking about people being abused. I'm not talking about people taking advantage of other people. But there is so much wisdom when God said, this is the head of this, this is the head of this. And the fact that it was written there, it was written for our learning.
I love that. And especially while you're talking about family, my heart really goes out to the people who they have issues in their family unit. And I pray that it will end with them.
That's right.
Because now today that has been the highlight. I pray that that will end with you. That from you, you'll have a healthy family in terms of your partner and your kids. Just to be very intentional that my family will love one another and they will love God.
Remember, I mentioned before, Rachel, if you are healed properly, you will parent your children very well. And I believe maybe you will introduce them to God and faith. Once you do that, 3 generations are secured. Because we will teach them. Ndio maana, this is a reality. Ukipata mtu mwenye the grandfather was a chronic drinker. And the father was a chronic drinker. Na hata amegrow akiona hii kitu ina shida, iko tu sawa. It takes a lot to break that thing. So once you come out and you identify the traumas that are coming from your family, and you're intentional on getting healed and starting that healing journey and a healed generation, be sure what you have done and what you're doing, you have secured at least 3 generations.
That's powerful.
Thank you.
That's because we've talked about Saul there. Saul is one of the characters that we don't talk about sana in this chapter, but there's so much around him that people would learn. And so we've prepared something for you that will be starting from today, just to get to learn about characters of the Bible. Amazing. Just to get to learn about characters of the Bible. So I'd like for us to get that. Of course, we'll be winding up with chapter 9 that we'll be talking about. But because we've talked about Saul and we've seen about his genealogy and we've learned a thing about him, it's good for us to just learn wholesomely about this man we call Saul. So let's get that about the Bible characters, and today we're looking about, or we are learning about Saul, and then we'll be coming right back.
Long before King David reigned, Israel cried out for a king to lead them, a human figure they could rally behind like the neighboring nations. Their desire wasn't born of trust in God, but of fear and insecurity. And so, God granted their request and chose Saul, son of Kish, from the small tribe of Benjamin. Saul's story begins with promise and hope, but ends as a stark warning of how unchecked pride and insecurity can lead to ruin. This is the tragic story of King Saul. Saul was a man who looked the part of a king. Tall, handsome, and commanding in appearance, he was anointed by the prophet Samuel in a quiet ceremony. This moment, a divine appointment, set Saul apart as Israel's first king. But while Saul's outward appearance impressed, his heart carried seeds of insecurity that would one day grow into devastating flaws. At first, Saul was reluctant to embrace this monumental role. In fact, when it was time to publicly declare him as king, he hid among the baggage, a sign of his humility, or perhaps his fear. Yet the people celebrated him, shouting, "Long live the king!" Israel finally had their leader, and Saul began his reign with the favor of both God and man. Saul's early reign was marked by success. When the Ammonites threatened the Israelites, Saul led a united army to victory, delivering his people from their enemies. This decisive moment rallied the nation around their king, and for a time, it seemed Saul was the perfect choice. But Saul's victories also began to feed a dangerous pride. He started to rely on his own strength and the approval of the people rather than on God's guidance. This shift in focus would soon lead to a series of grave mistakes. The first crack in Saul's reign appeared during a critical moment of war. The Philistines, Israel's fierce enemies, gathered a massive army. Saul's troops, outnumbered and terrified, began to scatter. Desperate to rally his forces, Saul took matters into his own hands. He offered a sacrifice to God, something only Samuel, the prophet, was authorized to do. Just as Saul finished, Samuel arrived. "You have done foolishly," Samuel said. "You have not kept the command of the Lord. Your kingdom shall not continue." This was the moment when Saul's fate was sealed. Instead of repenting, Saul's pride blinded him to the gravity of his actions. He began to prioritize his image over obedience to God. Saul's downfall continued when God commanded him to destroy the Amalekites completely: men, women, children, and livestock. This was a judgment for their ancient sins against Israel. But Saul disobeyed again. He spared their king, Agag, and kept the best of the livestock under the guise of offering sacrifices to God. When Samuel rebuked him, Saul tried to justify his actions, claiming, "I obeyed the Lord, but the people kept the livestock to sacrifice to him." Samuel's response was piercing. To obey is better than sacrifice. In that moment, God rejected Saul as king, and Samuel mourned for him. Yet Saul's pride prevented him from truly repenting. Saul's insecurities spiraled out of control with the arrival of David. The young shepherd's victory over Goliath brought him fame and admiration. The women sang, "Saul has slain his thousands and David his tens of thousands." These words ignited a flame of jealousy in Saul's heart that would never be extinguished. Saul's jealousy turned to paranoia. He viewed David as a threat to his throne and made multiple attempts to kill him, even hurling a spear at him in a fit of rage. David's loyalty, however, never wavered. Despite Saul's relentless pursuit, David spared Saul's life on multiple occasions, proving his own humility and trust in God. Abandoned by God and tormented by an evil spirit, Saul became a shadow of his former self. In desperation, he sought out a medium at Endor, asking her to summon the spirit of Samuel. This act of disobedience revealed the depths of Saul's despair. Samuel's message was grim. "Tomorrow, you and your sons will join me, and Israel will fall to the Philistines." This prophecy marked the beginning of the end for Saul. On the battlefield against the Philistines, Saul witnessed the deaths of his sons and the utter defeat of his army. Mortally wounded and unwilling to be captured, Saul fell on his own sword, ending his tragic life. Saul's reign, which began with such promise, ended in heartbreak and ruin. His story serves as a stark reminder that pride and disobedience lead to destruction. Saul's life is both inspiring and cautionary. He was chosen by God, equipped to lead, but undone by his own choices. His story reminds us of the importance of humility, obedience, and placing our trust in God rather than ourselves.
All right, we are back, and I know that you've learned something about Saul. That was very important. So if there's someone else you'd like to learn about, just share with us, and we'll be happy to do that. This is the Bible exposition, so you get to learn everything about the Bible. Okay? Now we are at chapter 5, chapter 9, rather.
9.
Yes.
Okay, so we read verse 1.
Okay. Chapter 9, verse 1, it says that all Israel was listed in the genealogies recorded in the book of the kings of Israel and Judah.
So do you notice that? So this is not the book of First Kings.
Yes.
This is a different book altogether. And it's like we don't have that book now.
Yeah.
You know? But it is important to keep records. Very, very important to keep records.
Yeah.
And it is good that they took time to even write such things. Like your father, where you come from, for two main reasons.
Yeah.
Let me explain. Who is the father of faith? Abraham. So in this context, ilikuwa Ebu explain to us how you are related to Father Abraham, because if you are not, you are an outsider.
Okay.
So you can talk with us here. You can't sit in this table.
Yeah.
So everybody wanted to find a way to trace their roots back to Father Abraham.
Yeah.
Do you know the two major religions? We share the same father.
Okay.
You know that? So most of the records, you look to just trace your way.
Oh yeah, I've already said.
You got it, me?
Yes. Yes.
To Father Abraham. Yes. So these records are very important. So anybody who was not linked or connected, you are very far.
Yeah, you are not part of the family.
Yeah, you're not part of the family. So at least when you trace it to Father Abraham, now they can also know which tribe you belong to.
Yeah.
And they know, because you see, like every tribe had a specific tag on them or a specific assignment on them. So you find that the Levites, they knew what they were supposed to do, you know. Yeah, so that helped.
Okay.
Also, I think knowing that lineage, Sipe ilikuwa inasaidia kujua where Jesus came from.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least it will trickle down.
Yeah.
And then they know our Messiah came from there.
Ametoka huko. Yeah.
So.
Okay. So 2?
Yeah.
Right. So 1 Chronicles 9:2. It says, now the first to resettle on their own property in their own towns were some Israelites, priests, Levites, and temple servants.
Now,
those
the first to settle. I want to see something.
Now, the first to resettle on on their own property.
Now, because of towns. The records and genealogy, so ulikuwa unajua tu uni rich kwa ni Kitale area fulani. So as you are coming back, hakuna confusion. You know where you are going. Records are very good actually, very very good. So and then remember I said because of the records, people will trace. I come from this tribe, and because I come from this tribe, these were the assignments that were given to us.
Yeah. Now, you're saying about records, and I remembered the preacher who spoke to us jana, second service. Nilibarikiwa. Jana yani Mungu tu alikuwa ameamua wewe. Jana was a whole, it was God speaking to me throughout.
Amazing.
So the second service, the Pastor Ashira, he said why it's important for churches to keep records of the tithe. You know, sometimes as Christians, we don't like to talk about giving sana. And we say, I'm giving to God. Bona mnaandika records. You know, and some they're saying that so that they can sit in the disobedience of not giving tithe. Yeah. And so we're speaking about why it's important to keep records. And he said, more kwa church yao, and that is what I think would say happens in many churches. They keep records that tithe. Okay, give record inakipiwa. Not to follow up, but records are very important. And he gave an example saying that God keeps a record, even for him. Alisomesha watoto sana while he was starting out, you know, watoto wa watu wengine. Can you imagine? Kuna mtu alisomesha mtoto wake, not because he didn't have money, but because that person had the burden ya kusomesha mtoto wake for 4 years. And this man anajiweza atalipa school fees ya mtoto wake vizuri sana. But it was just God saying that, I saw what you did, and it was written. Yeah. So you're speaking about records, and I'm saying everything that we do, I'm a firm believer that God writes it somewhere. So the good deeds that we do, but also the bad ones. So as you do the wrong things, please remember that. And just pray for mercy. Yeah.
If you read the book of Revelation 20, the Bible says, and I saw the dead coming to life, and the books were opened.
Yeah.
And other books were opened. So, si moja.
Yes.
That's only the book of life. There are many books.
Yes.
is a place of records. So let's try our best to be in the good records of heaven and also here on earth. Because
May God help us.
May God help us.
You know, as you're saying that, nimekumbuka my sister's favorite verse, Nile verse inasemanga, as the righteous were speaking, as the righteous people were speaking, God was listening. I'm trying. God was listening. I'm trying to get that verse that says that as the righteous, it's Malachi 3:6.
Okay.
Yes. So it has. You've said that na ikahit. Malachi 3:16. It says, then those who feared the Lord, then as those who feared the Lord talked with each other, the Lord listened and heard, and a scroll of remembrance was written in his presence concerning those who feared the Lord and honored his name. So he's saying that as the righteous, those who feared the Lord were speaking, imagine God was there, he was listening, and he heard, and a scroll was written.
Yes.
You know,
it's not heaven is not only taking note of your words when you're praying, even conversations. That's why what we do, and I'll even remind our people today. Sometimes we pray for hours, and then we cancel our prayers by what we say after praying. If we pray for a job, so
and the heavens say, what?
So what were you praying about?
Cancelled.
You know, so record keeping is not to criminalize you. It is just good for you to know what you're doing and the impact it has. All right.
Okay.
So let's go to 22.
22. So that's 1 Chronicles 9:22. It says that altogether, those chosen to be gatekeepers at the
So remember, when they resettled, okay, read verse 2 and then go to 22. We combine the two.
So verse 2 says that now the first to resettle on their own property in their own towns were some Israelites, priests, Levites, and temple servants.
So there were priests, there were Levites, our worshippers now. Now temple something?
Temple servants.
Temple servants. Go to 22.
Yes. Altogether, those chosen to be gatekeepers at the threshold.
So, I'll be very happy. Now, in the calculation and the assignments of God, Rachel, the same way God gave instructions that this person, I end up a Levite, God did not second guess the one to become a gatekeeper. What does that tell us? In the eyes of God, your service is still honorable, whether you are in the public view on the altar or at the gate. It is something that has been instructed by God from heaven. Don't underestimate it. Even if it is you are the janitor in the church, you are cleaning the washrooms and all that. In the eyes of God, all of you are serving in the temple. And we should never look down upon it. Never ever. Look at this. Umesoma 22,
22,
so, malizia yote, you'll see something.
Okay. So 22, it says that altogether, those chosen to be gatekeepers at the threshold numbered 212. They were registered by genealogy in their villages.
You get that point? When you work with pen and paper, it's removed disorder in your family, in your service to God, and in the things you're doing. I think we were talking and you mentioned you're that kind of person. When you wake up, you have a to-do list.
I would write.
Pen and paper.
It
takes away a lot of confusion. Sometimes tomorrow, by the grace of God, I'm part of the Nakuru Pastors Fellowship or Pastors Foundation, and our chairman has organized a very powerful meeting. The theme is raising a practical church. And I know somehow this will come. Sometimes there is so much confusion in what we are doing because we are so poor at record keeping and assigning people. And then let's see something very powerful from the scripture. Just finish chapter 22. I'll be okay.
So they numbered to 12, and then they were registered by genealogy in their villages.
In their villages,
yes.
The smallest unit.
Yeah, the gatekeepers had been assigned to their positions of trust by David and Samuel the seer.
David is a king. Samuel the prophet.
Yeah.
Both arms of power and influence.
Kingship and priesthood.
Yeah. Priesthood.
Okay.
They understand the value of order, record keeping.
Yeah.
They understand the place of we are tracing you to where you're coming from. So maybe.
Yeah.
Sometimes in our confusion kwa sababu kitu serious kama ndoa ulikuja na TikTok tukakatiana tukapendana you don't even know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So uko mbele itakuja tusumbua. It is always good to know. Just ask. You are not asking to criminalize the person. You are asking to know what you're coming to handle.
Yeah.
What you're coming to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Powerful. So it's good to know where you are coming from. And you know, napenda hapo vile umemalizia, because in this generation you're very quick to say that was the past. It doesn't matter. Now we're starting on a new page. But everyone is made.
Yeah.
So there's a past.
Yes.
So it's very important to sit and just know what you said, what ends with us.
Yeah.
So it's good to know umetoka wapi, what are the things that affected your parents, your grandparents, what are the things that affect you, and maybe in the time ya introspection. Just to write down, these are my problems. And you know, sometimes, even on a personal level, it's very hard to sit and accept that these are my problems. Akona mtu ataka ujiambia ati, okay, enyewe I'm a liar. Where is this coming from? I need to work on it. Ama I'm a thief. Yani wewe vitu unaonanga tu vitu za wenyewe zina kusumbua nataka tu kuchukua. And just accept that I'm a liar. I need to know where this is coming from. I need to work on it. Because if you don't, you won't, utajificha tu, and then it will trickle down to your kids, you know. So maybe this is the time to, you know, sit and think through it.
That's right.
It's hard, but let's think through it. Yeah. I think that has been my highlight about what ends with us. Yes, to think about where we are coming from and to know that our genealogy really matters.
That's right.
If it didn't, then God angekubali iandikwe kwa the Bible. Imeandikwa kwa sababu anajua that it also matters to us. Yes.
It does.
For the people who are listening and wameanza the introspection.
Okay.
Now wameona, there's a lot that's happening to me. I need a lot of help.
That's right.
What would you say to them?
With God, there's nothing that cannot be corrected. And as I said, we are not probing the past to criminalize or demonize anyone.
Yeah.
We are probing the past and our trees and where we are coming from for us to know what and how should we address the challenges that have been there around our people. So once you get to know the reality, this is what I'm dealing with, you will not condemn yourself.
Yeah.
You will not lose hope. You'll just know I'm tackling this. So when other people are wasting time, I cannot afford to waste time because the battle I'm facing is so unique to me and so different from what they are facing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it will also inform your choices. So dig deeper. And let me just say this, do it wisely. Usione kama sasa unashuku kila mtu.
Yeah.
Just maybe one day you're sitting down with your mom. Just ask a question.
Yeah.
Na shosha alikuwa anafanyaga nini? Then they start telling you she's a very hardworking businesswoman. She gathered this, she bought land, but then she lost it through something. That's your key.
Yeah.
That's your point of wisdom. You understand?
Yeah.
So take time, and the best way to do this thing, switch off your phone, switch off the radio, the telly, sit in a room alone, and now look at your family with soberness. You will know what you're handling.
Oh, wow. Powerful. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Now, for the people who would like to reach out to you through call, social media, or in person, watakupata wapi?
So thank you so much for this. Michael Reinhard Sagimo, Senior Pastor, the Game Changers Church in Nakuru. We are along Kano Street, behind next to Scarlet Building.
Yeah.
You'll just see our banner, purple and gold, Game Changers Church.
Yeah.
My number, WhatsApp 0711 892 742. Send me a WhatsApp. By all means, I'll respond. And then across all social media, that is from Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, is at Pastor Sagimo. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Asante sana. Now I'm intrigued. This is besides the besides the First Chronicles. You've mentioned that the themes for the church are purple and gold. Why purple and gold?
We are game changers, so we believe no matter where you're born, by the time you're exiting this planet, you should be walking in royalty. So that's where the purple and gold is coming.
Royalty. Okay. I'm
Every
interested.
single person.
Amazing. I'm interested because I had mentioned there's a community you have called Edified.
Okay.
Yes, Edified Women. So it's a community of ladies, women, and young girls. And our colors are also purple and gold.
I see.
Yes.
And where did that come from?
Royalty. We desire to have, and maybe we'll talk about that. My inspiration, sana, inakwanga Esther and Deborah.
Okay.
Especially Deborah, but Esther as well. Just to see a generation of women that are royal in terms of their service to God, their place in the family, their place in the community, royalty. You know.
My wife.
Yeah.
My wife's name is Sheba. But when we got married, I told her, I'm gonna give you a name, and we'll put it in all your documents.
Oh wow.
So I called her Deborah.
Oh, Deborah. Why? Okay, I know nothing.
You just
Deborah,
see
but yes, because of royalty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Deborah is a, and as I've said, one time we'll talk about as we're talking Bible characters, we'll talk about Deborah.
Yeah.
I feel like Deborah has a lot we can unpack from that. She's a powerhouse by herself.
And I'm glad she just accepted.
So you changed to Deborah all her documents?
Everything.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Man, I hope you have placed some of your writing because you've told us about names from the book of First Chronicles, and you can see that you're actually doing it practically. So that tells that it actually works, and you're not just saying it because kwa Biblia. It's because you've seen that it works, such that you unaiweka mpaka kwa familia yako. And that's very beautiful.
When I was in class 2, I changed my name.
Class 2? What?
Class 2.
What did you know about names at class 2?
I just felt it was off.
So what was the name before?
No, it was just there.
Okay, that name. No, you changed to Michael?
No, so I just dropped it completely. Okay. And then I adopted Reinhard because he was an evangelist, Reinhard Bonke.
Okay.
And I embraced it.
Okay.
And whenever I'm even on the street, like yesterday we were preaching on the streets, and Saturday we did the same thing. So the Reinhard Bonke is now coming. It's coming. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Power of names. Power of names.
I think it was in class 2. I just felt, the bam, it's off.
Oh wow. Okay.
My dad was furious.
But sasa naona matunda.
Sasa kisa si ndio tuko tu.
Yeah, majina. All right. It's very interesting.
Thank you.
Now I will give an assignment for Edified. But this is for the women who are watching. So the next time we come, check out what Edified means, and then come and tell us.
Yeah, that's right.
Edified.
That's right.
Edified is my heart. Not like literally. Yes. So check it out, and then we'll talk about it. Others, thank you so much for being here today. It's such an honor to have you here. And we've talked about so much, names, genealogy, just sitting with yourself, introspection, to just know this is my problem, this is how to go about it, and you've given a very practical way of how to do it. Switch off your phone. That is number one, especially the young people. Switch off your phone, switch off that TV, switch off that radio, sit by yourself and think through it, and you realize where the problem is. So asante sana.
Asante.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And to our viewers, thank you for choosing to watch MBCI TV. We do value your time so greatly. We do realize that it's a choice that you've made to be here today. So we do appreciate you, and I know that you've learned something from today's conversation. All we'd ask of you is to share the link. We've been live on Facebook and YouTube. So share the link so that other people would be blessed as well. So God bless you. To have an amazing rest of the day. Before we wind up, as we told you, is that, and we mentioned on Friday, is that MBCI TV, we have been selected by Tukuza Awards as one of the best Christian stations. So we'd like for you to follow the procedures that we'll be showing you in the video that will be coming up, and just vote for us so that this is able to reach even more people. We do appreciate you because you are our honorable guests, and you're the reason why we keep doing this each and every other day. You are our guest of honor, and we do appreciate that you allow us to keep being here each and every other day. So for us to continue being here, of course, by the grace of God, we'd like for you to, just vote for us. It only takes 10 shillings only. So vote for us as the best Christian station, because we are. And God has allowed us to be here for this particular reason. So we'll be sharing a video, and of course use the steps ambazo tutakuonyesha. Vote. And once you've done that, ile message ambayo itakuja, share it with us on 0721 105 105 on WhatsApp. 0721 105 105 on WhatsApp. It's just 10 shillings. You can vote as many times as you want. Thank you so much in advance. So vote. Once you do that, the message that comes, share it with us, and we'll be able to appreciate you. God bless you. God be with you. Do not miss out. We have a youth conference that's ongoing from today, and itakuwa inaisha on Friday with a mega worship experience that you do not want to miss. Do have an amazing, amazing rest of the week. My name is Rachel Kahogo. Bye-bye.
This year, at the Tukuza Awards 2025, we celebrate excellence in Christian media. And guess what? MBCI TV has been nominated for the Christian TV Station of the Year. For inspiring sermons, powerful worship, and life-changing testimonies, MBCI TV continues to transform lives across the nation with a message of hope, faith, and salvation. Now, it's your turn to make history. Vote MBCI TV through the paybill number 41411245. That is 41411245, and the account number is TK504, and each vote costs only 10 shillings. Or simply log on to www.tukuzaawards.co.ke and cast your vote today. Let's stand together and make MBCI TV #1, because where faith lives, excellence shines.